we just got to take it one week at a time. If we take care of business each and every week, we'll be able to look back, in 3 weeks from now and see where we stand. Hopefully we'll be in the playoffs. We'll see. But like I said, we just got to take it one week at a time. That's the biggest thing. And I think if we do that, we'll be fine.
You guys are currently on the outside looking in of the playoff picture. I think a major reason for that is just the difficulty that presents itself within your division, the NFC North. Like, what does it mean to be part of the rivalries in that division, and how has playing in that division shaped who you are as a player?
Yeah, I think, playing the NFC North each and every year, I feel like we're one of the best divisions each and every year. We got a lot of good players in our division, good teams, good coaches. So it makes it tough, but it makes it fun, man. You go against teams like, the Packers, the Vikings, the Bears, twice a year, and they're going to bring their best shot. They got, they understand what we like to do, our tendencies and whatnot. So it makes it fun being in a division like this because it challenges you each and every year. And so, I mean, this year, we're 8-6 right now. But I think the biggest thing for us right now is just taking it one week at a time, just putting all the energy and focus onto the Steelers, moving on to what happened from last week. Tough loss for us, but we've moved on. And we just got to take it one week at a time. If we take care of business each and every week, we'll be able to look back, in 3 weeks from now and see where we stand. Hopefully we'll be in the playoffs. We'll see. But like I said, we just got to take it one week at a time. That's the biggest thing. And I think if we do that, we'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys are, kind of still a little bit in control of your own destiny there, as far as the schedule goes, which is always where you want to be. After that loss to the Rams on Sunday, your head coach Dan Campbell was kind of talking about how this stretch of the season has gone win loss, win loss, win loss. I think the word he used to describe was like a rut in a way. How do you guys find a way to string together victories at the end of the season when it matters most? Like what needs to happen for you guys?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think for us the biggest thing is just putting all our energy and focus into, the week ahead, which is for us this week is the Steelers. All of our energy, focus needs to be on that. We can't look too far ahead. We can't look at other teams. What has to happen for this to happen? What has to happen for that to happen? I mean, for us, we just got to focus on us, focus on, the Steelers and winning that game. I think if we do that, um, I think we'll be fine. You never know, obviously, but I feel like we have the right guys, the right coaches. We got everything we need, here in Detroit. So we just gotta, come together, play complementary football, and I think we'll be fine.
What's been the biggest difference you've noticed since Dan took over play calling duties again?
Um, I feel like we've always been a pretty potent offense. We got a bunch of playmakers. We got a quarterback that can get it to, any guy he wants. We got an O-line that can block, block their tails off. So, and running backs that can really carry the football. So for us as an offense, I mean, since Dan has taken over, um, obviously there's different, there are two different people calling plays. So there's different, you can say personality and how they call plays and what they like to call. But for us as players, man, we just go out there and we try to, we make plays. We try to make every play that's called, we try to make it work. We feel like whatever play is called, we have to go make work as players because that's our job. We go out there and, whether it's catch the ball, block somebody, get open. I mean, that's our job. So for us as players, man, we just go out there and try to make plays.
You're in the content game. You have a podcast with your brother. I know your teammate Terry Arnold has a podcast too, but must be something in the locker room there. But for you, what is it about doing that show that you enjoy the most? And then is there a part of you that also appreciates the grind of content creation in a way?
Yeah, I would say, when I first started doing the podcast for me and my brother, it was just like, it was an idea brought up to us. We weren't even doing it every week. It was like once every 2 or 3 weeks, and we didn't know what we were doing, didn't really have a rundown. We were just kind of just off script. And then as we kept doing it, a few years went by, and so, it's gotten a little more serious. Um, having guests on, understanding the rundown, going through, looking at the rundown with the producer before the show. I mean, there's so much more that goes into it than I feel like people see. But for me, I would say, for me, it's a great way to connect with my brother. I do talk to my brother, obviously, outside of the podcast, but when I'm on the podcast, before we start the show, we talk. After the show, we talk sometimes. So it's a great way for me to stay connected with him because, we're not close by anymore. He's back home. I'm in Detroit, whether he's on a team. So we're pretty separate for the most part. We grew up together. We grew up, sharing the same room. So to be able to connect with him is always nice. Talking about football is always nice. Having guests on, understanding talking to other guys that play in this league is always a lot of fun. But I would say the worst part is probably having to hop on after a loss. It sucks, man. Last year was pretty easy. We only had 2 losses, so
Yeah.
it was easy to hop on each and every week. But when you lose games, it's kind of tough. It's tough to talk about, but it's what I signed up for. So I have fun doing it, man. Either way, with my brother, we have fun doing it.
Yeah, along those lines of signing up for stuff, the receiver documentary I feel like was really well received. I know it was in my household. My girlfriend really enjoyed it. She loved learning about you and the other stars of that show. Is there an adjustment period when it ends and you're no longer being filmed all the time? And is there like a relief sense of it? And when you are being filmed, is it stressful at all?
Nah, they were, it was actually super non-invasive, I would say. They did a great job of, staying like you didn't even realize when they were there, like they would come to practice once a week on a Wednesday, they'd mic me up and they'd be, far away, in the distance at the practice field. So you didn't even see a lot of the players didn't even know I was being recorded until the show came out. They're like, damn, I didn't even know they were at practice. So they did a great job of keeping it very, very easy for me. I would say maybe like 6 or 7 times throughout the whole season. I was actually recorded, whether it was at my house or going to dinner or something. So it's not like they're at my house every day. It's not like they're filming me wherever I'm going. It's like they would ask me before, can we come with you to so and so and record? And I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. So it was like 6 or 7 times. It was super easy. They did a great job of filming. I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad. At the end of the day, I'm glad I did it because that's something that'll last forever. I can, my kids can look at it, in 10, 20 years. So it was amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, Amon-Ra, last question before we get you out of here. At the end of our interviews, we ask the athletes, it's our In My Bag series. Maybe not the play that you're most known for, maybe something that's not shown on the highlight reels all the time, but what was a moment you really impressed yourself and were just truly in your bag? So, Amon-Ra St. Brown, what was your In My Bag moment?
I would say, I mean, there's a few, but one that stands out to me is my rookie year. When we played the Bears in Chicago, I was blocking the nickel. And for us as receivers, if you pancake someone, that's a big deal. So I'm blocking him. I pancake him the first time. He gets back up during the same play, and I pancake him again. So I got like 2 pancakes in one play, which was pretty. I feel like for me it was pretty iconic. Something I'll never forget. So that was an in my bag moment for me.